All right, you guys let me know when you can hear me. All right, how do I sound? This is my first time trying this. Yeah, so I am stuck in the airport in Chicago right now. It keeps getting delayed to San Francisco, and then I'm going to drive to Stanford. I will be going to Hot Chips tomorrow for the conference, so that should be pretty exciting. I'm right about to the next milestone already. If you guys remember, what was it? Was it last month? I was already celebrating 9,000 and 10,000 subs, so I'm already to 16,384. So I don't know. I think I'll probably be at the milestone by the time I land in California. So I figure we do this celebration now. It'll probably only be 15, 20 minutes of me doing Q&A here, but figure we give this a try. And if you guys like this content, share it, upvote it. You guys seem to really like my Q&As. So I don't have that much else to talk about. Ask questions. About anything going on in PC hardware, about the convention. I've already done my prep work for it. So I guess what I'll say about going to Hot Chips is my goal is going to be kind of to feel the mood in the room. It's hosted by Intel, and I might get to meet Raja Kadori, so that'll be interesting if I do. But I'm not there as much for the technical stuff. I'm going to learn as much as I can, but I'm there to really see how people feel about what they're saying and what they're not saying. Kind of what Jim said about the 10 nanometer stuff in his latest video, Adored TV. He talks about what you want to look for in the slides isn't what they say, but what they don't say. So what NVIDIA doesn't say in their ray tracing presentation, what AMD doesn't or does talk about, that's what's going to be interesting. All right, now let's see the questions. Best RX 5700 XT. I mean, honestly, I think Power Color makes some pretty great Red Devil cards, and I've always liked Sapphire. But I know Sapphire's higher-end cards are not quite out yet. The Pulse is good. It's good for the price, but the Toxic might be something to wait for if you want a super high-end card. Should you wait for the end of the year to upgrade? What is it? What time is it in Portugal, man? I think you guys need to watch for the next 5 years of PC tech are going to be crazy. I'm actually really proud of that kind of impromptu video I did because it really talks about how PC tech, I think the problem, we've been stagnating in performance, right? And that's because we thought we had to get performance from node shrinks, but the node shrinks stopped. So there was this leveling out of performance. Well, now we figured it out, right? It's chiplets, it's newer architectures, better architectures, it's better technology and die stacking. That's how we're going to get performance. It's not about the node shrinks anymore. So I think performance is going to start going up again fast like it used to. Maybe not quite as fast as the 90s, but I think we're going to start getting almost Moore's Law, almost alive again for the next few years. So if you need to upgrade, upgrade. If you don't. That's honestly my advice because waiting isn't going to help. I see so many people saying I'm going to wait for Zen 3. Well, I don't think Zen 3 is coming to consumers until the end of next year, if not early 2021. And then what? Then are you going to wait for Zen 4? I mean, AMD's not slowing down, right? That's why I keep saying AMD's not sitting still. And Intel is a little bit, but I think they might actually get some interesting chips out late next year. So waiting isn't going to help you anymore, I don't think. So should you upgrade at the end of this year? There's great stuff. There's going to be great stuff next year too, though. Training and compute performance? Yeah, I do. I think AMD will come out with specific hardware for that. Although I'm not sure it's right around the corner, but it wouldn't surprise me if it would. Is it bottlenecking your Titan RTX? Well, it depends what you're playing. Let's see. All right, we got a question here. What's the deal with HBM3? I mean, I think HBM3 is going to start coming out. I mean, it'll probably be completely finalized by late next year, but that doesn't mean it'll be in products yet, right? Does it? Think of HBM2E as kind of like GDR5X. It is a bridge to GDR6. HBM2E is a bridge to HBM3. It will be most of the performance of the early HBM3, but it is an HBM3. HBM3 will have entirely new features. Do I think Zen 3 will be AM4? I'm tempted to say no. I am tempted to say no because I think there will be a refresh, the 3920X like I've talked about next year. And I think Zen 3, if it comes out late next year to consumers, remember, Zen 3 isn't really expected to come to consumers right away. So I don't know. It might be on AM5, but it does. It might not need to be. I don't know though. I could go either way. Surprise Navi launch with 16. I think you mean 16 cores in December. I don't think it's a surprise. Doesn't the 16 core 3950X come out in a month anyways? Am I wrong? Are you asking, do I think the 5 gigahertz one's coming out this year? No, I don't. But it could. I don't think it will, though. Can software alone fix hardware encoders, or do we need new encoder silicon? Both. I would say software needs to catch up, but dedicated encoders, especially when we get complex 3D stacking with 5 nanometer, because 5 nanometer will take up so much less space than the current 7 nanometer. I think that's when you're going to start getting these dedicated encoder chips. That'll be awesome. Could that be comparable to a jump to the... I don't remember exactly the 19. I remember I was born around those dates you're saying, late, early, late 80s. So I don't know. I don't know that jump. I know those processor names, but do you think the 5600 will be an upgrade for the 580? Yes. I think it's going to be around Vega 56 performance. Yeah. So the 5600 will probably use 100 watts, 120 watts. So it'll be an upgrade. But again, it's like, I don't know. Supposedly ARM's going to launch graphics cards next year is what I've heard. But that, I still feel like, what does that mean though, right? So let's say ARM's going to launch desktop, or should I say PC graphics cards next year. We don't know what that means. It could just mean, like MX250 chips. It could just be graphics cards for their APUs that they're going to put in laptops. That doesn't mean that it's going to be like big, powerful cards yet. They'll probably do more mobile ones first. All right. I got less than 10 minutes left. I've got a flight I've got to try to get on that I'll probably not be able to because I'm on a waiting list because of all these dang delays going on right now. Lord. What a mess. Hopefully I get to the conference in time. So yeah, if you've got a question you really need me to answer, I recommend tipping me. If not, let me see. Maybe I'll do a reader mail. Oh boy, Dragon Eddie. That's a long one. Not going to be able to do that one right away. All right, let me go back here. Carbon Cry. Everyone should go to my website and check him out too if you want to get him for editing work. I thought he was pretty good. What I will say too about working with Carbon Cry as my editor is he's very good at objectively evaluating something. I'm pretty sure, I'm trying to promote you here, Carbon. I think it's very obvious you can evaluate someone else's work without putting any of your opinion into it and objectively making it better. And that's what you want from an editor. So, all right. Thank you for the tip, though. Why don't we have Navi APUs yet? Because it just came out. Go look at other stuff. The GCN was out, and they had several generations of terascale GPUs in their APUs. Don't you guys remember that with like Llano and all of those? Those didn't use GCN. It took forever for GCN to get into the APUs. It might be a Zen 2 Vega APU, guys. That actually might be what they do. It takes a lot of work to move that in there. And they've already got such a leg up in performance for the price on Intel when it comes to their APUs that they don't need to move that in there. So, all right, let's see. Any other questions? You will tip me 100. Okay, go for it. I'll appreciate it. When will the 58590 come out? I don't want to spend if you say fees. I'm sorry. You'll tip me 100. I don't actually get the question. Sorry, Sherry. I don't know. Honestly, my 60. This guy's asking, am I switching to Ryzen 2? You mean Zen 2? Yeah. Um, um, I'm my 6700K honestly works fine for all my tasks. Runs all my games above 120 hertz. I know that's going to change pretty soon. So I do plan to upgrade by next gen consoles coming out, but I don't know when that's going to be. It's in my favor to wait. If nothing's being bottlenecked in my system yet, within reason, it just benefits me to wait as long as I can, right? And honestly, I'm a crazy busy person. I got a day job, and then I'm also flying for this YouTube channel. I mean, think about it, people. Um, the amount of time to build that PC that's already organized to do all my rendering, all my folders are into place so I can streamline videos quickly. That I want a whole week off so that I can make sure everything's up and running. You know, if you say fees nuts, I get the joke, dude, but is it really that funny? That's also not like a bad word. Like I can say that in public, no one cares. I mean, yeah, I play Battlefield 5 at 100% usage too. Still runs 144 hertz. So yeah, I might moderate you, Terry. If you keep spamming with this, you're not going to pay me stuff. I got a V64 Red Devil for 280. All right, let me see if I missed any questions here. I want to make sure. I got 5 more minutes, people. Let me ask you guys this. Do you like this format? Because I mean, I enjoy talking to you guys, and these seem to be some of my more popular videos. So is it not too weird for you that I had this jump in random video after the other one? Sessions and hot chips are you most interested in? Honestly, the AMD ones, of course. The Lisa Su keynote I'm most interested in, obviously, which is is that the second day there? So that's tomorrow. And then I'm actually interested in NVIDIA's ray tracing demo because I think it's time when we start looking at the ray tracing presentations, we start looking at what NVIDIA isn't saying. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm going to be interested in. The last conference is, and then HoloLens, actually. I'm very interested in Microsoft's presentation of HoloLens. In fact, that one will probably be the best one if I had to guess, right? Because we've all already seen all the stuff from Intel and AMD, but HoloLens might be new. Like I know it's been talked about before, but if they're willing to present it at Stanford, they've probably done something else to it. Hybrid cores and three-dimensional packaging by Intel. That might be interesting as well. Yeah, most of it looks pretty interesting. All right. Where is... Where did my phone go? There we go. Let's just make sure I'm not missing my flight. Yeah. All right, guys, I gotta go. Enjoy talking to you. Peace, and you will get more of these this week.